Say hi, Shiro. Look at his face. Listen guys, there are some days, especially when you haven't practiced in a long time, where your shot does not want to work. Your shot has been living in its parents' basement and it is 26 years old. It plays Fortnite 32 hours a day. And you try to show it local job listings in the area, but it does not want to work.
Shot, you need to start working, get off my couch, and move the mother flip out of here. I heard Rondo's been hiring for years.
Mom, I was working a couple weeks ago. I just took some time off because I didn't want.
You adopted.
So if you haven't played in a while, your shot probably isn't going to feel right. And that's because shooting a basketball is something that people have to learn throughout life. It's not something that is natural for humans. Obviously. There's no reason why an ancient or prehistoric man would have ever had to shoot a jump shot.
Hey.
What?
I found that dead,
Squirrel?
Squirrel first.
No, you didn't. I found it first.
Why you lying, boy? I found it first.
I know you are, but what am I? I'm the guy who found it first.
Okay, it seems like we have a disagreement here.
Well, do you want to settle it with a fight to the death?
Nah. Play me one-on-one.
That's the only plausible, reasonable scenario I could think of to where a prehistoric man would need to know how to shoot. Also guys, I've already put 2 fake dialogues into this video and that took a lot of work. So if you guys could get this video to 2 billion likes, that'd be kind of cool, you know. Anyway, shooting is not a natural movement, it's a learned movement. So the only way to get better at a learned movement is to practice it consistently and embed it into muscle memory. And eventually, if you keep doing that, your shot will actually become kind of a natural movement for you. It'll become second nature. You won't have to think about it when you shoot. Every great shooter you'll see, no matter how weird their shot is or anything, you will see them shoot 99% of their shots looking the exact same every single time because they have that muscle memory embedded and they have a consistent shot. They have the same shot every single time. And the way to develop muscle memory in your shot is to practice it as frequently as possible. So best results, it would be every single day. But if you take a break for more than say 2 weeks, then your shot is gonna start feeling kind of weird. And that's because your muscles are starting to lose just a little bit of the memory they built up for your shot. It'll never lose it completely, but you'll lose it little by little after about 2 weeks. Obviously, the longer you take, the longer it's gonna take to get it back, but it doesn't take that long to get it back, and I know the quickest way to get it back after you've taken a break from playing for a while. Now I'm gonna tell you a basic overview of what to focus on when you're practicing, but you wanna make sure you practice for 30 minutes to an hour and a half every single day if possible, or just as many days as you possibly can. But it only takes you 10 seconds to follow me on Instagram at Almighty21. I have no shame, I'll plug this shit all day long. Now some people aren't gonna be able to go to a gym, go to a court and practice every single day for at least 30 minutes. Some people just don't have that luxury. It could be because of their job, school, maybe they're hanging out with friends. I don't know what that is, but I heard about it. I think they sell it on Amazon. But what I'm gonna tell you is the quickest way to get it back. So it's okay if you miss a few days. It's still gonna work. It's just gonna take a little bit longer, but it's still gonna work. So when you get to the court, the first thing you wanna start off doing is shooting a lot of free throws. And that's because your free throw is kind of the foundation to your shot. Actually, it's more than a foundation. It's like a whole house, but just unfurnished. And also no utilities. But there is internet. Where am I going with this? Basically, if your free throws are off, then your jump shots have no chance. Look at some great shooters in the game like Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, James Harden. You'll see that their free throw percentage is also really high. Then look at players with bad jump shots like Rajon Rondo, DeAndre Jordan, Shaq. You know, they have bad free throw percentages because they have bad shots. The free throw directly relates to how your jump shot is. So the first thing you need to do every single time you get into the gym while you're trying to get your shot back is make 10 free throws in a row. If you make the very first 10 and then you can move on, that's great. If you take 30 minutes, 45 minutes to get those 10 free throws in a row, do it. Because let me tell you something, every house needs a foundation and every jump shot needs a free throw. You can't build a house on sand and you can't build a jump shot with bad free throws. After you hit those 10 free throws in a row, because after you hit them, it means you kind of, you got your free throw down, you just hit 10 in a row. Then you can move on to standing shots, or shots off a pass or something, just nothing off the dribble. You can throw a self pass to yourself, you could just stand there and take the shot, but no off the dribble shots, just standing, because off the dribble shots don't really work your form. They're more kind of game type drills and shots to be working on. But when you're trying to work on your form and trying to work on getting your shot back, it's better just work on standing shots because those are going to be the shots that work on form. Then keep repeating this every single day until you feel comfortable again in your shot. And once you feel comfortable in your shot again, then you can start practicing your off the dribble shots, all the other stuff. But the off the dribble shots, remember, they're good to practice for in-game situations. They're good for drills, but for working on form, it's better to stay away from off the dribble shots until you have the other stuff down first. And eventually within a week to 2 weeks, maybe a little bit longer, your shot should be back to normal. But if it's not, you should probably give up on basketball. You're never meant to do it anyway. Anyway, make sure to like the video if you've ever given up on your dreams, and comment down below your favorite Hidden Valley Ranch flavors. I'll put up a couple on the screen just to give you some examples. Also, I mentioned it in the last video, but all the foul apparel, the hoodies, the shirts, the long sleeves are all international now. Before they were only in the United States, but now international. Anywhere you live, you can order one of these shirts or the hoodies or anything. And remember that if you buy one, and you send me a picture of yourself wearing it, that I'll put your picture at the end of a video along with your Instagram or YouTube or Twitter, any social media you want me to shout out with it. Also, these are gonna go off sale in about 2 or 3 weeks. I'll have an announcement video the last week that's gonna go on sale, but so just know that too. And I will see you in hell.
Since you went away, I'm just looking for the time back. I lose almost every day. I can't blink a single time right now without seeing your face.